Why does my jackfruit dish always taste bland? Imagine biting into a dish that looks vibrant and promising, but then realizing it tastes pretty dull. That can be frustrating, especially when you're trying to enjoy a tasty vegetarian meal with jackfruit. Jackfruit is a popular meat alternative for many vegetarians because of its unique texture and ability to soak up flavors. But because it has a very mild, almost neutral flavor, it can sometimes leave your dishes tasting bland if not prepared properly. Young, unripe jackfruit, which is what most people use in savory recipes, has a very subtle taste. When you buy it fresh or from a can, it's mostly bland with a faint background note that disappears once cooked. Think of it like tofu. It's a blank canvas that needs the right seasoning to come alive. If your dish tastes flat, the problem isn't the jackfruit itself but how you're seasoning and cooking it. One common mistake is not using enough seasoning. Jackfruit needs bold, well-balanced spices and sauces to stand out. Because it doesn't have much flavor on its own, a light sprinkle of salt or a single spice won't do the trick. Remember, jackfruit acts like a sponge, soaking up whatever you give it. If you don't give it enough flavor, your dish will be underwhelming. Another issue is improper preparation. Canned jackfruit often comes packed in brine, which can leave a metallic or overly salty taste if you skip rinsing it thoroughly. Always drain and rinse canned jackfruit well before cooking. This step helps remove excess salt and any residual brine that can mute the flavors you add later. Marinating is also key. Letting the jackfruit sit in your marinade or sauce for at least 30 minutes allows it to absorb more flavor. Without marinating, the seasoning tends to stay on the surface, making your dish less flavorful overall. Moisture can be another culprit. Jackfruit can hold a lot of water, especially if not pressed or drained properly. Excess water dilutes the flavors of your sauce or seasoning, making everything taste watered down. To fix this, press or squeeze out as much water as possible before cooking. Layering flavors is essential. Relying on just one sauce or spice makes the dish one-dimensional. Use aromatics like garlic, onion, or ginger, add acids like vinegar or citrus to brighten the dish, and include a touch of sweetness or heat to build complexity. Cooking methods also matter. Sautéing, roasting, or baking jackfruit can concentrate flavors and improve texture. For example, roasting can add a slight crispness, while slow cooking in sauce helps it soak up more taste. Balancing flavors is important too. Combining salty, sweet, sour, and spicy elements creates a more satisfying dish. A splash of vinegar or citrus can lift a heavy sauce, and a little honey or maple syrup can balance out heat. Adding texture makes a difference. Mix in crunchy vegetables, fresh herbs, or a creamy slaw to make your dish more interesting and satisfying. Remember, jackfruit is low in protein compared to beans, lentils, or tofu, so use it as a flavor and texture vehicle rather than the main protein source. Pair it with protein-rich sides or toppings to make your meal complete. So, if your jackfruit dish always tastes bland, focus on rinsing and draining it well, marinating it to absorb flavors, using bold seasonings, and cooking it properly. Layer flavors and add textures to make every bite exciting. With a little attention, your jackfruit recipes can become flavorful, satisfying favorites that everyone will enjoy.